All right, I want to show off a few games. Um, it's gonna be some switch games. I'm just gonna do a few and go over them real quick that I picked up. All right, um, first game, the switch game that I just saw when I was in GameStop. Wanted to try it out and see. And the game is Metal Max Xeno Reborn. So let's look at the back of it. Reborn to be wild. As the last tank riding monster hunters mount up and venture forth to reclaim the barren, post-apocalyptic wasteland of Tokyo Bay. Engage in intense vehicle combat with sand-dwelling leviathans and ferocious machines, hell-bent on humanity's destruction. Rescue survivors, expand your vehicle fleet, and craft powerful new weapons in this epic JRPG Reborn. I don't like that name. It's an RPG, but that's an Americanized take on it. So let's look at some gameplay. All right, this is showing you when you get back to certain bases. Pretty much, you can upgrade your tanks and whatnot and other things as well. Pretty much is an RPG game. I don't like to say JRPG. Dealing with the Mad Max world. If you know that movie Mad Max, it's a dystopian future where humans are barely surviving and computers pretty much has taken over. So you're dealing with. So pretty much this game came out in 2018, and this is a uh, updated version of it that came out in I think 2021. No, 2022. My bad. And so pretty much in this game, like I say, you're dealing with the Mad Max world. Pretty much in this game, what they did to it, they enhanced uh, gave it a new coat of paint, enhanced the visuals, updated the artwork. Um, they did things like that. Battles are more real time in this updated version compared to the previous game. Pretty much, he managed to. Oh, my bad. So pretty much, humanity is pretty much all but extinct, except when they're in these like little certain camp encampments and whatnot, where you can upgrade your character and certain things like that. Let's kind of fast forward a little bit so you can see a little bit more. So pretty much, as you can see, you see certain encampments and whatnot, kind of get into your character. Just kind of moving along a little bit. See if I can show you. All right, right here you see your tank, what type of tanks you can take, and you can upgrade these tanks and weapons, as you can see. Um, it's a pretty cool concept in the game. Um, so just to give you a look at it, so pretty much, you get numerous vehicles you can upgrade and take control of, and so you're upgrading this tank. You're going against these robotic creatures and whatnot. This evil AI that's taking over the world. It's kind of almost what they've been predicting in the movies for a while, as far as AI or computers taking over and extinguishing out humans, which is very crazy and sad, and almost seems like it may be a be a future that could possibly happen. So, pretty much as I said before, in this game, you got different things you can do. Let's kind of fast forward to kind of show off some certain things as you upgrade your character and whatnot. Um, Kind of go a little bit further, kind of show off some things. All right. Like I said before, if you're in this type game, RPG type game, dealing with tanks where you fighting creatures and monsters that you come across, where we're dealing in this barren wasteland, as you can see, um, about to roll up with some monsters. You can use certain weapons and whatnot and take them out. So, as you can see, a little bit of combat right here. This gives you a outlook on the game. So if you like what you're seeing, check out this game. So if you like what you've seen with the gameplay of the game, this is an RPG that was pretty popular in Japan. I think over here as well, somewhat, and they brought it back. So this is the most definitive edition of that game, where they did some upgrades, like I said before. And if you're into it, pick it up. All right, next game. Next game. The next game is a game that I also picked up at GameStop. They had some deals that they had going on, and so I picked up this game and another few other games. So the next game is the Silver Case 2425. Let's look at it. Oh yeah, did I show you? Let me see the max. Let me see if it got a before I go on. All right, it had an alternate cover. I just wanted to show you the Metal Max Reborn, so you can kind of see it. You know, GameStop, they already have it open to say it's brand new, but all these are pre-owned. So this Silver Case 2045. Let's open that up. Let's look at that alternate. That was pretty cool. I like this one. It's pretty cool. Different outlook on the game. Let's look at the back. All right. Kill the Past, Kill the Life. Descendant in a dystopian worldcraft by Pseudo 51, unravel mysteries, murders, and discover dark secrets in the Silver Case in a sequel. The 25th Ward, the Silver Case. So let's get into a little gameplay, and I'll speak about the Silver Case 2045. All right, so you're looking at the game now. Silver Case 2045 is a remastered version of the Silver Case game, but this includes the Silver Case and the 25 Lord. Pretty much this takes place 5 years after the original Silver Case. Pretty much after the first game that came out. This is a 5 year span after that. So pretty much in this game, and also the first game came out in 1995. It was like a pretty good hit with certain individuals. This is one of those visual novel games. It's a detective visual novel game. If you're into that, the first game came back in 1995, and they brought this back. So this takes place 5 years after that. After that game came out, it's a venture visual novel. You're a detective of a story. Pretty much in this game, you move around. It's first person. It's a visual novel, but it's more active than as your average visual novel. So let's kind of get into it a little bit so you can kind of see. All right, as you can see, visual novel, you're moving around and whatnot, you're being a detective, and you're looking into cases and whatnot. So just to give you an outlook of the game, to kind of show you. Let's kind of look at it. And if you're into visual novels, you'll like this type game. It's more action-based visual novel. Pretty cool looking game that I wanted to check out. I'm not too much into visual novels, but I wanted to try this one out. It's a detective and more action-based than your some of your visual novels that you pretty much play. Let's kind of go a little bit forward. See some more of the game. All right. I like how the look of it as well. Pretty cool looking game. I like the artwork in this game. Let's kind of go a little bit more, see more of the game. But this is a game. If you're into those visual novel games, if you want to dive into it, this is a game that you can. So if you're into those visual novel games, you can try this game, The Silver Case 24, 25. Um, just the artwork pulled me in, and I said, let me try it out and check it out. So check out that game. All right, next game. Next game is a game that I think I got it off of Amazon. It was a pretty good price. It's like $12, I think. Um, and I was like, let me try it out. Um, Next game is Taito Milestones. So in these Taito games, it has some older games that a collection of their Taito games. So pretty much in this collection, you have all these games, 10 classic games that shaped the arcade landscape. And you got Quick Space Skeeter, Shack and Pop Elevated Action, Alpine Ski, the Fairyland Story, Frontline, had Haley's Comet, Wild Western, and Ninja Warrior. Some pretty iconic games that Taito came out with. So let's just look at a little bit of gameplay, and we'll see how these games play. All right, as you can see, this is Alpine Ski. This is one of those older. So these are some older games that came out with Taito. They're older company based in I think Japan, if I'm not mistaken. China, Japan. I think Japan, if I'm not, maybe China. This is one of the games. Alpine Ski is an older game that you're skiing down the mountain and you're trying to avoid things and pick up items. Let's kind of go into another game as well. All right, this game here is Wild Western. So you're trying to defend. You're pretty much trying to. I think you're trying to get away from the. Hey, it's cowboy Indian, so you're trying to defend the train against the uh, enemies, pretty much. Um, got your cowboy over there shooting. So pretty much you're trying to make it, trying to get by before they take out the actual train. So that's game over because you got. So let's look at another game in this collection. All right, this is Quicks. So in this game, you're pretty much trying to see how you're drawing these blocks and everything. So you're trying to draw these blocks, and they have this other thing that's trying to stop you. So you're trying to hurry up and draw a block before it hits you. See how it hit you just then? Hit it just then. You want to make a block, a square, or a rectangle before it attacks you. See? And the more you do, the more points you accumulate. So you want to continually do this um, entirely through the game. So you want to continually do that. You want to take your time because that line is trying to stop you from doing anything. So pretty much you want to make these blocks, and the objective is trying to complete the whole screen. So this is Quicks, an older game that came out. As you can see, that was a big one there. So um, that's how you play that game. Let's try to go to another one. All right. This one, if I'm not mistaken, this is a Space Seeker. So this is an older game that you're shooting and trying to defend yourself. You're in space and you're shooting these enemies and trying to not get in contact with them. As you see there, you got in contact. Let's look at another game. All right, I think it's Elevator Action, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Elevator Action. You're this pretty much. You're this super spy, and you're using this elevator and trying to kill these enemies. So pretty much, you're shooting these enemies and trying to make your way down, and taking doors, and well, you're trying to go through it without getting killed, as you see there. Was killed. All right, next game. This will be the last game for now. You got plenty of other games, but just trying to show a few of the games off. Show Shaq and Pop. Let's look at that a little bit. So these are older games. You have some new, some different, newer looking ones, but you have some older ones as well. Taito, they come out with so many compilations. This is one of, I think this is one of their older ones that they came out on the Switch. They have a new one that came out that looks real good. That has newer games, better games. These are some good games, but they have some more up to date games. Let me put it like that. Some more up to date games compared to these games here. So like what you saw. Pick up this collection, Taito Electronics or Taitronics, Taito Milestones, 10 games included. Some pretty cool games on here. Fun games. The graphics are older, but a lot of fun games on here. All right. Next game, next game. The next game in the collection is a game I've been eyeballing for a while. One at a pretty good price. Kind of reminds me of a few games, so let's get into it. The Outbound Ghost. All right, let's go to the back of it. Help ghosts ascend to the afterlife. Combat encounters, colorful characters, and a world in a 2.5D. All right, so pretty much in this game here, the Outbound Ghost. Let's get into gameplay and I'll explain it. So, all right, so let's get into the gameplay. The Outbound Ghost. So you're this ghost character. You're wondering what happened. You're in the pretty much in Outbound Ghost. It's an RPG game. You play as ghosts. You're in this town surrounded by ghosts, full of ghosts, and you're wondering what happened. Why is everybody dead? Pretty much this game plays like if you're into Paper Mario, that style of game, kind of like another game that I've been playing recently. I'll kind of show it towards the end, but it's kind of like Paper Mario if you're into that style of game. Story driven with turn-based combat. Um, Pretty much in this game, you find out what happened to the town. Um, Pretty much, like I said before, it's similar to Paper Mario. And so, if you like Paper Mario, you kind of have an understanding of how this game plays. It's kind of fast forward a little bit. So, as you can see, Paper Mario, you have a friend. I guess you see right here. You can see me. Well, finally, after all these years. So pretty much it's kind of going into the combat style and showing you how to play. Like I said before, it's a Paper Mario style. I I like those Paper Mario games. I used to have Paper Mario. The first game I had was Paper Mario. I had it on the GameCube, and I wish I still had that game. Sold it. It's a crazy price now. Um, but maybe I'll get it again. Um, but pretty cool game if you're into that style of game. Just wanted to uh, show off a little bit of it. Let's go a little bit further. Oops. All right, let's kind of go a little bit further and see. As you can see, you're wandering around what happened. You run into different goals. Everybody's wondering what's going on. Everybody's a ghost. So yeah, if you like what you just saw, that gameplay, Outbound Ghost, pretty cool game, RPG, similar to Paper Mario. All right, next game. This will be the final game. Then I'll go into what I'm playing currently. So the final game is a game that I heard about online, and I wanted to check it out. It kind of interested me, And that game is, all right, Dredge Deluxe Edition. Let's go to the back. So pretty much fish unfathomable. Sell your catch, upgrade your boat, and dredge the depths for long buried secrets. Explore the mysterious archip- archip- archipelago and discovery why some things are best left forgotten. Pretty much explore exotic regions, upgrade equipment, unlock enriched powers. Deluxe edition includes, all right, soundtrack, mini art book, a poster, and a sticker set. So, and the Blackstone DLC. So this includes DLC, soundtrack, mini art book, poster, and sticker set included. That's why it feels kind of heavy. All right, pretty cool. Let's go into the gameplay and check it out. All right, this is the gameplay of Dredge. So pretty much in this game, it's a horror fishing game. You like horror fishing game? So pretty much in this game, um you're fishing, you're catching fish, upgrading your boat, but the way it's a horror game because you find these sea beasts and whatnot, these unfathomable creatures in the water. So pretty much, you see a lot of supernatural enemies in the sea. A lot of times it happens at night. So as you can see here, you're fishing, catching. It's like a normal fishing, like you would think it was a normal fishing game. You're pretty much catching fish. It's pretty simple to play. You pretty much, it's like hit base. Like you try to hit right into the green arrows. You do that, you catch the items, but it has a little twist upon it. Once you start fishing and doing these things, you'll come across these beasts in certain locations. So you have all these different locations. Pretty much as you're solving puzzles, you're catching these fish. You upgraded your ship, your reels, your nets. You're upgrading all these things, and you're catching these fish, and you're catching certain fish in certain locations, certain time frames, and you're dealing with the supernatural. As you can, let's kind of fast forward. So you kind of, that was the kind of, this kind of the tutorial to show you how to play. So pretty much it's getting a little bit darker now, as you can see, but it's coming into the base. So so as you can see, a lot of times you're fishing. You might come into some enemies. They may damage your boat. You're coming to the nearest port, and you're trying to fix your boat back, and rest. So, like you're saying right here, you're returning one piece. Your old boat was so badly damaged to be repaired. So pretty much it's showing taking out a loan, saying you want to fix your boat, and it's telling you, it's kind of a tutorial telling you how to play, what to do. Selling fish helps you upgrade your boat, upgrade your character. Um, so, and you want to catch certain things, so you're going to these dangerous locations to catch certain fish to get the betterment of the actual boat, pretty much. So that's what it's kind of going to. It's kind of fast forward a little bit. So as you can see, you're taking off. Stirred water, high stock. So pretty much you're catching fish. As you can see, it's a blue mackerel. You're catching a lot of blue mackerels. And pretty much, like I said before, you're pretty much catching them. You just have to get it into those spaces, and once you catch them, you'll see it. You see your boat start expanding with all the blue mackerels you're catching. So, and you keep going to all these fishing disturbances and picking up all these fish. As you can see, about to fish stirred water. And some fish you may not have the right gear. So yeah, eventually have to come back once you upgrade, and you're able to catch that fish. So that's a little concept on it as well. And if you like what you're seeing, pick it up. So if you like what you saw of the fishing game Dredge, um, pick it up. Pretty cool game that comes with a lot of things, especially with the deluxe edition that's on the Switch. I don't know if it's on other systems as well. It probably is, but I know the deluxe edition is on the Switch and it comes with a lot of cool items. So pick that up if you want to pick it up. All right, next game. Next game. The next game is a little extra. It's not even a Switch game. It's a game on PS4 that I've been playing. If you've been checking out my channel, um, just like, subscribe, and I stream here and there. I've been streaming this game. I finished the game recently. Check out my previous videos. And that game is Dodgeball Academia. So in this game, if you know Hero Academia, you know this game pretty much. It kind of deals with that basis of Hero Academia. A lot of heroes go to the school to become better heroes, but in this game, you go to school to become a better dodgeball player. And so let's look at the back of it. So the main character is Otto. Um, so pretty much become the ultimate dodgeball champion in the world of dodgeball. It's like if you join Otto at the academy and train to become the ultimate dodgeball champion. Across 8 episodes, you'll forge your friendships and create rivals, all in the name of building the school best team. Level up Otto to develop dynamic team and vast customizable party progression system. All the while explore vast dodgeball academia and uncover the long hidden truths that reside the very walls you live, learn, and dominate in. So in this game, you have these epic battles, story-based RPG, competitive versus mode. So in this game, you're going to the school as Otto, you're meeting new friends, you're building a team. Pretty much you build these teams, three-person team, and you get other characters as well. You could kind of switch up your characters to kind of play to your play style. So pretty cool game. Draw me in. I finished the game. Check out, like I said before, check out my page and you'll see. Let's look at it in the inside. All right, let's see. Oh, this is another game I'm playing too, but I just got that in there. I gotta put the dodgeball back up in there. So this pretty much is a booklet showing. Let's see if I can show you a little bit. Showing a little bit of how the game, the different courts, the different items, dodgeballs, the map. Shows the map of the actual school and certain locations. These are the different characters. You have the principal, you have different teachers that kind of give you better techniques as well. You have the lunch lady, you have Carlos, he sells items in the item store. Big Tony, he runs this underground tournament. The librarian, the George, the nurse, he heals you. It's kind of reminiscent it to. It has a mix of RPG style like Pokemon slash Hero Academia. It has a mix of those. If you like Pokemon or the Hero Academia story for protagonist, a character, you're going against certain enemies and whatnot. Here's are a few people that join Otto later on, and it kind of gives you a kind of story about it. Pretty much you get your powers from this stone, and then they develop from this dodgeball stone. I don't want to go too much in the story, but it'll kind of show you. Let's look at a little gameplay. All right. So this is a little bit of gameplay from the game. This is the beginning of the game. It's kind of showing Otto when he first comes to the school and all the classmates. So pretty much you're awakening your true potential. By doing that, you touching this stone, and it kind of gives you a glimpse of your power. Everybody has different powers, like special moves, and you awaken those once you start playing the game. It's a pretty cool game. Draws you in. Great game. Pick it up if you can. I think this will be a great game to have in the future, and I think it will increase in value. So pretty much, as you see Otto awakening his powers. Well, getting a hint of his powers. As you can see, Otto goes up there, and every student that they call up, they touch the stone, and it awakens their powers. So this kind of going to give you a glimpse of Otto's powers. So as you can see, it's a dodgeball game, RPG game that you're dodging, and you're trying to fight with certain enemies and whatnot. And once you progress, you can upgrade your character as far as strengths. Your special moves increase as well, and also you can put certain items on that kind of help and enhance certain things. So here's the final attack of Otto. It kind of gives you a glimpse of his final move, and he's going through his mind by touching that stone, and it's kind of showing it. So don't want to give you too much more of that. This happens in the beginning, so it's not. If you like what you see, check it out. I said before, if you like what you see, check it out. If you just want to see the game, you can check out my page. I have some videos. I have them labeled as well. I got a new video. I got to label my last video. If it don't have a part to it, like part 1, part 2, that's the last video. And I'm gonna label it the ending. It'll have the ending of the game. So Dodgeball Academia, check it out if you're into that. All right, so pick it up if you can. Dodgeball Academia, and the other games as well. Metal Max Xeno Reborn, Silver Case 2044-25, Title Milestones, Outbound Ghosts, and Dredge. So that's gonna be it for this video. See you guys next time.